Hey there, today we're going to be talking about some mistakes to avoid when you're shopping for replacement kitchen appliances, or laundry for that matter. We know that they're mistakes to avoid because they're so commonly made, and our salespeople are trained when you walk in through the door to ask questions relating to these common issues. I'd say really top of the list for us here at Dawn's Appliances whenever it comes to replacement fridges, and the questions asked are, is the fridge up against a wall? Is the fridge up against something else? French door fridges dominate this market. Probably about 90% of what we sell for replacement business are going to be bottom freezer with French doors on top. The issue that poses is all these doors outside of a select few are going to open outside of themselves. So if you're up against a wall on one side of your refrigerator or up against a cabinet deeper than, say, anywhere from 25 to 33 inches, depending, that door is going to be stopped by that wall, by that cabinet. You won't even be able to open it to 90 degrees to get your bins out, to reach into the refrigerator. So commonly, somebody says, I have a 36-inch space. The right question to ask as a salesperson would be, is it enclosed by a cabinet? Is there a wall on one side? How deep is that wall? These things matter. And typically in those situations where the answer is yes, I'm up against a wall with my 36-inch space, the good news is you can move over to a 33-inch wide French door or single door bottom mount, or a top freezer, depending on what your depth is going to be. So there are solutions. It's never going to be a situation where there is no fridge, but a lot of times a 36-inch space doesn't mean you're going to be able to get a 36-inch refrigerator. Another common mistake when shopping for replacement appliances is buying the wrong fuel type whenever it comes to your dryer. When you're looking at your current laundry setup, whether you got to climb over your current machines or you pull them out, there's a large black plug head if you have an electric dryer. If it's just a regular outlet, it's going to be a gas dryer. 99.9% of existing laundry rooms are going to have a vented dryer where you see that accordion vent or metal rigid vent or something of that nature. It's very uncommon to see a ventless dryer in a replacement application. So whenever it comes to your dryer, knowing your fuel type and knowing your dimensions are very important. Also, whenever you're stacking, it's important to know that a vast majority of machines outside of compact and all-in-one machines are going to put your dryer controls roughly 80 inches into the air. So if you don't have stack now and you're going to stack, your primary laundry performer in the home needs to know where those controls are going to be. Additionally, specifically in front load machines, an important thing to look for, especially if your home's been constructed in the last 20 years or so, is washing machines from the factory are always going to swing left. Dryers are always going to swing right. There's only a couple of brands that we carry that make a front load washing machine that have a reversible door to make it swing right. With where homes are being constructed, with the shortest possible vent runs, a lot of the times the dryer is going to get roughed in on the left side of the room and the washer gets roughed in on the right side of the room. And from what I just told you, that's backwards in appliance speak. I'm not saying the home builders are wrong. It's just they're trying to make that dryer vent the shortest amount of distance possible, and that is the right way to do it. But if you're buying front load machines from the factory, those doors are going to smack into each other. Most brands we sell, we can solve the smacking and get the dryer to swing left, but we cannot reverse the washer. This is a very important question to ask as a salesperson, important information to come in with as a consumer, and we want to avoid having machines where the doors slam into each other or a door is in the way of switching from washer to dryer. In summary, there's a lot of mistakes that can be made whenever it comes to a replacement appliance purchase in an existing home, in an existing space. The most important information to have is your model number, the dimensions of what your current unit is, and the path into the home that we're going to need to take to get that appliance there. If you ever have a really pressing question you don't have the answer to, we do offer a service where we will send one of our installation teams out to go and measure the space and get the notes back to us so we can help you find the right appliance to fit your needs.